3ds Max Gearbox Cruise disassembly animation. So to define a disassembly animation in 3ds Max, I'm going to use the Gearbox. So we have this Gearbox. So we see that this is a solid work file. So I'm going to first position that over here. I see that the z-axis and y-axis are should be swapped. So I'm just going to rotate. I'm going to press E for rotate, and after that I'm going to enable angle snap toggle. So I'm going to keep that activated. It should be by default set to 5 angles. And I'm just going to rotate the gearbox 90 degrees over here. After that I'm going to maximize the viewport, and I see that the gearbox was created in SolidWorks, and it has, let's say, multiple parts. So main assembly with multiple parts. We see them over here. So I will have the gearbox selected, go to group, ungroup, and ungroup the model twice. In this case even 3 times. So it's usually a good let's say habit to ungroup all the models from CAD software, so that all the hierarchical links are no longer there. So now if I'm going to select a bolt screw, I'm able to rotate each individual component. The same also for the other parts of the gearbox. So let's bring the other 3D model. It will be this Allen key set. So I'm going to drag and drop that as well into 3ds Max. I'm going to have those positioned somewhere over there. I'm going to rotate them to 90 degrees. Okay. I'm going to position the keys to be on top of the default grid plane. So the same ungrouping for the Allen key set. So ungroup once, twice, and 3 times as well. And now I can select individual Allen keys and I can move them. But I see that the pivot point is not properly aligned. So if I'm going to select this, I'm going to see that the pivot point will be over there. Okay. The other Allen keys have the pivot point aligned, but this large one doesn't have that. So let's recenter the pivot point. So I'm going to go to over here to the hierarchy part, affect pivot only. I'm gonna go on the back view, swap to orthographic, and after that I will select and move the pivot point. So this means that I'm gonna change the position of the point used to rotate this. So I'm gonna position it somewhere over here. After that I'm gonna click on create, and I'm gonna test the rotation of this large Allen key. Okay, so for the animation, let's say that maybe we want to define a 10-second animation regarding the disassembly of multiple screws. So I'm gonna go at the bottom to time configuration. I'm gonna swap it to the second option, and for the end time I will input 0, 10 and 0. So I see a timeline has been rescaled, and I will select the Allen key, and for the first second of the animation I would like the Allen key to be translated on the z-axis. So with the Allen key selected, I will go to auto key, after that set keys. I will go to the 1 second mark, And after that I will define the movement. So on z-axis I want the Allen key to go over there. Now I can check the animation. I see that it works as intended. After that, starting from 0, 1.1, so from the next frame, I will want the Allen key to be aligned, let's say, to this socket screw. So with the Allen key selected, I will go to Auto Key, Set Keys. This is really important so that the software knows that this will be the starting location of the timeline for this translation. After that, I will go to the 2-second mark over here, and after that I will select the quick align. So I will press and hold Alt and A. So you don't have to hold it, so just have to press it once. You will see that the cursor will swap over here. You can also go to quick align over here. So we see this is quick align, align and quick align. And I want to align the selected element with the hex. And I will see that it will be positioned like this on the same pivot point. This is with this option with quick align, so I will undo that, and I'll just press Alt A, so this will be normal align. And with the normal align I can define what exactly I want to align. So quick align managed to identify that I want the pivot point of both elements to be the same. Also I want them to match on Y and X position. I don't want them to be matched on Z. Quick align also align this. Now if I will uncheck the auto key and I will toggle the animation, I will see from the start 0 until 1 I see the Allen key being lifted. After that it will align to the hex bolt over here. Okay, and for the next move I will select again the Allen key, go to auto key, set key, and down to, let's say, maybe 2.14 like this. I'm gonna move the Allen key all the way into the hex bolt over here. Okay, so we have it aligned over here, and now I can define the further animation. So let's say maybe starting from from the 3-second mark, I will want the Allen key to go up. So I will go auto key, set key, I will go down to the following second, so to the 4th second. I will have it lifted on z-axis, and at the same time I will want the Allen key to rotate twice. So I will go to select and rotate. I can activate the snapping tool over here. I can even set it to 360, so that means that I will only move the mouse once. So I already have minus 360 on the z-axis, and again minus 720. After that I will release the mouse, and now if I'm going to swap the animation, I'm going to see that the Allen key has that movement. So within the next step we need to link the hex bolt to the Allen key. So to do that, you're going to have the element selected, go at the top to animation, after that constraint, and we're going to see the link constraint over here. I will click it once, and now I need to indicate what will be the object linked to. So by default I can press the escape key, so that will tell me that the link constraint is not completed. But on the 0-second mark I want the hex bolt to be linked to Word. So over here. This is really important, so it will be linked to the environment within 3ds Max. And then I will scrap the animation, so all the way over here. And let's take a look when the Allen key will start to go up and also rotate. So starting from this, I will select the add link button. So for this mark 030, add link, and I will link the hex bolt to the Allen key. I will uncheck the add link button, and now if I will scrap the animation using the next okay, so we're gonna have this button, next frame, with the dot, I will see that the hex bolt will go over here. So starting from this 040 mark, I will want the hex bolt to be linked to Word, because I want to move the Allen key even further away from the bolt, so I can align to the next one. So I will add a link to the Word, starting from this second. Okay, so over here, add link to the Word. And now I'll select the Allen key, and I will slightly move it a bit further away on the z-axis, somewhere over here. I will just have it move like this, so that there will be no collisions over there. It is really important that you replay the animation, so you see that everything works as intended. You can hold down the comma button. So over here you're gonna have the previous frame and the next frame. You can also play the animation, and you can see that it works as intended. So if I'm gonna select the Allen key, I'm gonna see all the animation is positioned on the timeline over here. So starting from the 4th second and the 6th frame mark, I'm gonna go again to set auto key, set keys, and until the next seconds over here. Again, I'm gonna press Alt and A. I'm gonna have the align button, and I want to align the Allen key to the following hex bolt, but only on Y and Z, Y and X position, not on Z. I'm gonna uncheck the auto key, and I'm gonna take a look at the animation. So it works as intended. I'm gonna move the Allen key onto the following bolt. So that means auto key, set keys, go down to the next second, somewhere around here, and I'm just gonna have the Allen key move on the z-axis. So I can even move it a bit lower. I can maintain the same z-axis as previous if I want to, over here with a numerical value, but for that I need to go and check the position. So it was like this on Z 324.109 millimeters. I can have that again set over here if I want to. And again, after we have the Allen key in position, for the following second I will have the Allen key lifted. So that means auto key, set key, go down to the following second, somewhere over here, and I'm just gonna have this as well lifted. Okay, so that means that I only have to align the following hex bolt and do the timing. So that means I'm gonna select this, animation, constraint, link constraint. Again, I will press the escape key, so that means that the link constraint won't be completed, but it will be a sign in the motion panel in 3ds Max on the right side. So on the first frame I will add a link to the Word. So the same workflow as presented before. So let's take a look. That is the first one. and somewhere around here we're gonna have this, but I see that I don't have any rotation on the Allen key, so let's add that, and we're gonna go back over here. So that means that I want the Allen key starting from this second up to the following section to also rotate. So I'm gonna go to auto key, again set keys, I'm gonna go all the way up here. I already have the snap toggles set to 360 degrees. You can do that by right clicking on the button. And I'm gonna have this as well rotated from its local axis twice. So like this. After that I will undo and I'm gonna toggle the animation, and I see that it works as intended. So then I can just go back to the hex bolt, and I know that starting from this second over here, I'm gonna have it linked again to the Allen key, previous to the other. So that means I'm gonna go to motion panel, add link, and I'm gonna select the Allen key. And now I'm gonna see that the screw will be again translated along with the Allen key, and again I'm gonna link this to the word starting from this. And if I want to, I can move the Allen key and have it positioned with the following, but for a gearbox like this with so multiple Allen keys, this requires a lot of work to do so. It's quite, let's say, demanding. So auto key, again I'm gonna have it a bit lifted, so this is important because if I wouldn't lift it a bit and I will just align to the following bolt screw, I will have some collisions over here. So if you don't want to have those collisions, I recommend you that you do this. So if I'm gonna play now the animation, I see the Allen key goes to the first bolt, and after that to the next one. Okay, so I hope that you find this video useful. I'm gonna put the 3D model used within the video into the video description so you can follow along. If you find this video useful, leave me a comment in the section below. Thanks.